If you're just starting out your career as a professional events compare, here are 5 book recommendations that is capable of catapulting you from not being paid to being paid. Okay, I know you like money, but let's get right into it. Honestly, the right way to getting paid very well as a professional event host is by increasing your earning potential. And how do you do that? By improving your knowledge bank, because things evolve, things change, you need to know more. When you know better, you tend to do better, right? So I think that this 5 book recommendation is a starter pack to set you up for good as a professional event host. So in secondary school or whatever educational system you find yourself, if you didn't really like mathematics, now that you're way older and you're running a business by yourself, you can see that you have to get familiar with your figures, and you go back to that accounting that you were really running away, or the mathematics that you were really running away. So is reading to professional event hosting. If you've always been running away from reading, I'm sorry to bust this bubble. I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. Anyways, I'm here to announce to you that you have to really embrace reading, because when you know more, you tend to do better. And especially in this industry, knowing more is what counts. Remember, 1% of what happens on stage consists of 99% of what is done behind the stage. Okay? That means your daily life, daily habits, your activities that you do on a daily consistent basis. So if you have been running away from studies, you gotta learn how to read. And don't worry, it's not hard, they're just quick. You can give yourself the task of maybe like a page or a chapter per day and all of that good stuff, and you'll do just fine. I promise you. You will do just fine. Hi, my name is Mary Sabo. I am a professional event host, and on this channel, I talk to you about everything you need to know as a starting event host, from different topics here and there. And other times, you're going to be seeing vlogs of actual event experience and the things that I get up to when I'm not on stage, right? Okay, if you are a returning subscriber, thank you for tuning in once again. If this is your first time of tuning in, thank you. You are the reason I keep making this video, and I hope that you find this information very, very helpful. So let's get right into the video now. The first book recommendation I'm going to be giving to you is, drum rolls, Rich Dad Poor Dad. This is by Robert Kiyosaki. You need to understand that this book is majorly a finance book, but it touches on several other topics. I like to think that it touches about like quite a number of topics, and when you begin to read it, you understand. It firstly reveals to you how the rich dad thinks and how the poor dad thinks. So it majorly shows you how the rich thinks and how the poor thinks, and then you have to decide for yourself which one you want to be. Do you want to tend towards the rich person or the poor person? But I know that over here we do richness, right? Rich quality of event organization and communication, rich quality of mind, rich quality of clients, rich quality of colleagues, rich quality of community. So yes, I'm sure that you're going to do the rich dad behavior, which is majorly about rich people. All right, so get the copy of this book and read. I highly recommend. And the second book I'm going to be recommending to you, so number 1, number 3, and I think number 5 are the most important, and I want you to stick in right till the end of this video so you know the 5 books and decide for yourself which one you want to start reading from now onwards. Okay, the next book I'd like to recommend is The Subtle Act of Not Giving a Fuck. Yes, you heard me right. That book is going to question your education. It's going to question the things and the ideas that you've had before now. But don't worry, it's going to, after shaking you up, you know how some medications like do as if they're not true, they shake you up. Yes, they shake you up, and afterwards they like calm you down. Yeah, that's what that book is about. It does something to your mind. At some point you're going to think to yourself, have I not known this thing, or this is not how I know this thing to be? That's what The Subtle Act of Not Giving a Fuck is. It's going to basically, I'm going to write the author of the book here. It's going to basically tell you that if you don't care about something, you're definitely going to care about something else. So basically, it's encouraging you to mind the business that pays you, because at the end of the day, people are going to do what is best for them. So you have to be intentional about that. And as an event host, right, as a starting, beginning, budding, aspiring event host, whichever name you like to call it, a lot of people are going to say many different things to you. It's in your position to know how to block out all of that noise and focus on what's most important. So that book is a good fit for you, especially if you're someone who cares too much about what people say and you're shy and all that. I think you should get a copy of that book. It really helps. The next book I'll be recommending to you is Atomic Habits by James Clear. This book is a game changer. It's gonna teach you an easy and proven way to build good habits and break bad ones. And it means it with no joke. It talks about 1% change you can do every day that cumulatively over a long period of time is going to provide results for you. So you know that 1% of what is done on stage consists of 99% of what is done off stage. So this book is going to teach you like very important stuff. As basic as to-do list is, it's going to show you how and what is important to that. If you're still in school, you're still studying while building a career as a professional event host, I highly recommend this, because it's going to give you an idea of how that you can divide your attention in a way that still gives your schooling that attention it needs and gives your brand the attention that it needs. So I highly recommend Atomic Habits by James Clear. The next book is Smart Money Woman. Yes, that's the next book I'm going to be recommending to you. Smart Money Woman by Arese, Ugwu. Anyways, Smart Money Woman, the author is here. Check that out. This book is one of my favorite books on finance, great living, 360 livelihood. This book is that book that does it. So it's gonna take you through the African girl child mentality or experiences, and it's gonna break down to you what the cause of that thought pattern is and how to break free from them and make significant progress. This book is that book. I'm suggesting this book to you. This is the second finance book that I'm suggesting to you, because there's a lot of mindset shift you need to have, especially now that you're choosing to do this as a full-time career or part-time career, or build a career in professional events hosting. You need to know about money. Your mindset about money has to improve, because once you improve that knowledge side of you, it improves your work, your output in all ways. Once you know how to negotiate, how to get gigs, how to get clients, how to retain them, you see that you're building a team already. You're having you're having a personal assistant, you're having a manager, and you're going to get responsible for these people, creating job opportunities for them. So your money mindset really has to be right. And I think that this book does justice to that. I've read it over like 3 times and it is so helpful. Especially coming from a very humble background, this book opened my mind to how black tax, siblings and your family members extort you or overly ask for things, and you begin to stretch yourself beyond limits to be able to cater to their needs as opposed to yours. You know, it talks about preparing your will and all that. I know we don't plan to, we always pray and desire to live long, but these are things, it would just open your mind to these things that are happening. One of the characters in this book, a mom passed, so siblings came to take away like the property she had and all that. Some people were putting pressure on her to get like a casket that was over 5 million naira for a girl that is still grieving, and she's the firstborn. It tackles all of the very African rooted challenges or African rooted mindsets that poses a challenge to our daily living and financial health, and it breaks all of that down and provides solution to you. So you really want to get your hands on this book. And the good part is, you can reach out to me. All of these book suggestions that I have, there's a way that I can get them to you. So you just send me a DM and I will I can get them across to you, deliver to you in whatever city or part of the world that you're in. But if you have a bookstore around you, you can just walk in there and ask for any of this book. I'm going to put the books in the description and their titles so that you go over them again and see which one you want to do for a month. You can set a target for yourself to begin to read books for like one book for 3 months. Yes, set a target for yourself, because you really need to study. Like, reading has a way that it improves. First off, it improves your vocabulary because you're opening your mind to the wealth of knowledge and experience of other people, right? So I highly recommend that you should read books from time to time, and these are my 5 book suggestions. So let's get over it again. Rich Dad Poor Dad, Smart Money Woman, The Subtle Act of Not Giving. Final book I really want to talk about is A Beginner's Guide to Kickstarting a Career in Professional Event Hosting. That is 5 Fundamentals of Event Hosting by Mary Sabo. Listen, this book is fully equipped with a starter pack for you. If you want to just start out, you know that this career thing, I want to start out, but I need some form of coaching. Getting a one-on-one session with me takes a longer route, kind of, because you have to like book a session, book a call, and we get to know what it is you really want to learn, and then you get your booking for a consultation session. And then my team and I put together this resource, and I'm sure that it's going to be of great help to you. So I highly recommend that you get your hands on the book. It's easy. You can go on my Instagram at the Mary Sabo. Check my bio. The link in my bio is there. You can purchase, and you can also purchase in the description box. I'm going to find a way to put the link on there, and it's going to be really helpful to you. I hope that this helps you. So let's go over the book that we have suggested so far. Rich Dad Poor Dad, The Subtle Act of Not Giving a Fuck, Smart Money Woman, Atomic Habits, 5 Fundamentals of Event Hosting by Mary Sabo. So these books are mind-blowing. They're going to help you a great deal. Find time to ensure that you study them, and I'm sure that you will succeed. I wish you all the very best, and I'll see you in the next video.